Classic League Podcast time!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 354 of the Classic Leap Podcast. My name is Scott, and with me tonight, as always, is Kevin. Kevin, what's up, dude? How you doing?
In HD.
The most pixelated HD ever.
I got a new laptop.
You did?
And it didn't come with a webcam. So I was like, hey, I'm going to buy a webcam, but I'm not going to spend too much money. And then I got this pixelated nonsense. But at least it works.
It does
It'll
work.
Probably update. If you guys go to patreon.com/class. No, we don't have the Patreon link. But I am good. How are you? How was everything?
Good. A little overworked with two jobs. That's running two jobs. Yeah, tomorrow morning I've got a meeting bright and early at 7:30, so that's never fun.
Cool. Let's make this podcast as long as
possible. It is good to be back recording though, but things are good, man. I'm just busy. It's all good. Nothing really to complain about too much. So,
what episode is this? Did you see the episode?
Yeah, 354.
Oh my god, that's a lot of.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot of podcasts. It's a lot of podcasts.
I've been on most of them, so you've been on a good number.
Later, half of them.
Yeah.
I've been on what, 2 years now? 3 years? How long has it been?
I mean, I did inadvertently give us a year off. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah, way to go.
Hey, I heard you pop a can. What are you drinking?
I am drinking this brewery called Cherry Cola. Yeah.
I'm drinking Cherry Cola.
Are you really?
Yeah, but it's from a brewery. It's a cherry vanilla cola that they make at the brewery.
We even finish each other's
drinks.
Yeah, drinks.
Sentences.
I was going to say sandwiches. Yeah, it's a Monday. I'm not drinking today. Actually, I don't have any beer. I gotta go.
I also don't have any beer, so that was not an option tonight.
Twinsies!
I know, man. Oh, how about that?
My goodness gracious. How's everything been since the last time we recorded? Sorry, I just asked you and I'm going to interrupt you. I did read the comments from last YouTube podcast. And,
we'll definitely read the last comments we got.
My eyebrow game was on point last time. I was really worried about it, and I watched the video, and I was like, I was pretty damn close to it. Like, the beat was a little bit off, but
it's not bad.
I actually thought I heard some of the music when I was muted. Is that possible? Can I hear that?
It is if I didn't mute and I thought I did.
Maybe I was just thinking in my head.
I have this so like jerry-rigged. I have a pair of earbuds plugged into the microphone.
Yeah.
And I use that as an audio source because the PC treats the out of the microphone as a speaker.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
So the song would faintly come through out of the earbuds into the microphone if I didn't have it muted that well.
Oh, maybe I just heard it in my head. I don't know. Anyways, what's new with you? What's going on? How's life?
Hanging in there. I'm excited. Baseball started. My team sucks.
What's your team? Cleveland?
No,
Ohio?
not Cleveland. The Detroit Tigers. They're awful. It sucks.
This is MLB?
Yes, MLB. I played a little bit of the show. I have that in my show notes for later, so I'll talk a little bit about that.
Sports.
Spoiler alert. They're too complicated.
It's a sim sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not like Sims, but like simulated sports.
Yeah, too simulated for me.
I can't think of a way I want to kill myself more than playing a baseball game for any kind of video game console.
I love old school baseball games on the 8-bit and 6-bit era. Like that's
what we had. Like, you're playing this and that's it for the rest of the year. I'm like, all right.
That was fun. So, but yeah, Otherwise, just a little too busy for anything too exciting to report on. But I have been able to squeeze in a good bit of games since our last episode, which was about a month ago. A little more than a month ago. So, what about you, man?
I watched Antman 3.
How was that? The Quantum...
I liked it. People... the Marvel movies are... After Endgame, it's really hard to care that much.
Sure.
Because you have like 10 years of build-up, and then sploosh, and then after it's like, want to go again? And you're like, eh. You know, they should have taken... I think they should have taken like a nice 5-year gap of any Marvel movies or anything.
Sure.
And then if they came back with Shang-Chi, you're like, oh, it's been a long time, right?
Yeah.
But I liked it. I liked MODOK. I made my Twitter... my Twitter profile is of me as a kid. Doing this like weird ass like Wolf Buzz, your girlfriend face, but I didn't mean to do that. I was just an ugly kid.
It's a funny avatar.
So I took that photo of my ugly face and I threw it on the MODOK's body because I thought it was hilarious. No one else thought it was hilarious, but I did. So I really enjoyed Ant-Man. It doesn't move the story any further, but I enjoyed that. Did you watch The Last of Us show?
No, I heard great things about it.
That's
I've never played either game.
So you're gonna go into it like surprised, like most people were.
Yeah, I'd be an average
person if
I watched it.
I don't want none of this.
I won't watch any of that lesbian crap.
Yeah, and I'm like, then the game had that in it too. I liked it.
I heard it was awesome.
It was great. I didn't think it was like mind blowing as people said it was.
Sure.
I'm also contrarian. I'm like, yeah, it was good, but that wasn't like the greatest thing I've ever seen. Maybe it's because I played the game, so like I knew what was coming and all that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, whoa, that was a crazy episode. I had reactions like that to like The Wire and Sopranos and Breaking Bad, but not Last of Us. I enjoyed it.
I heard that it followed the game nicely.
Exactly. It was like surprisingly well. The last episode, I felt like they kind of. Like, come on, guys, 8 episodes. Let's get this shit over with. I feel like, or my brother-in-law told me, like, he feels like they made it 8 episodes because they didn't think it was going to be successful. But, like, just whatever, 8 episodes. Let's call it a day. No one's going to watch this shit anyways. And then it became super successful.
Sure.
You're like, shit, we should have made it 12. But I enjoyed it. It was, like, I'm not shitting on it. It was a great show. Better than any other video game, movie, or show that's out there. Like the best video game. What was the best video game movie or adaptation that you've seen before? Well, you know what Last of Us, so what's the best?
They're not high, like a Mortal Kombat or like the newest Tomb Raider, stuff like that.
Yeah, like Silent Hill was my favorite video game adaptation movie, and after that was Mortal Kombat, the one from a few years back. So like the bar is pretty low.
Yeah.
It's a pretty low bar. But like Last of Us is like pretty good.
Yeah, here it's pretty good. I guess I'm a little zombied out, and I bought The Last of Us from Tony. Any old school listeners will know. It started the podcast with me. I bought it from Tony for PS3. Then it got remastered, and I have access to it remastered now, and still have not played it.
Nice. I've played Last of Us 1 3 times. I was gonna play it again after watching the show, but I'm like, there's other stuff I want to play. I played it already enough times. But I think that's going to be upscaled by the next video game movie that's coming out. You know what I'm talking about?
The Super Mario movie.
No. Calm down. Tetris.
Oh, Tetris. Oh, dumb. I could look at the show notes and
So, no, it was supposed to throw you off. I wanted you to say Mario.
Okay.
Called gaslighting, Scott. Learn how to use it. So the Tetris movie, I remember like 2 years ago, we're like, they're making a Tetris movie? Wait, Zach's gonna come down and talk to... We never thought it'd be a documentary. Yeah. Like, we never thought it'd be like from that point of view.
Yeah.
I actually remember us being upset about it. Like, well,
I do too.
Yeah.
Well, like we assumed it would be like a Pixels. That's all That's all we could picture.
Never thought it would be like
Alexei Pajitnov's story.
Yeah. It's just like that whenever I tell people about Tetris on Oculus Quest, they're like, "Oh, do you grab the pieces and put them down?" No, it's Tetris. Like, I know everyone thinks like you grab the pieces and put them down. No, it's like just think Tetris, a screen in front of you.
Yeah.
What's the point of you? I don't know. It's cool.
I don't know. It looks cool.
Anyways, that's a movie I want to watch. I don't know. It looks like looks interesting because we like Tetris, obviously. And did you see the trailer for it?
I did, and I know the story really well, so I'll watch it as like a Well, that's not how it happened. Kind of attitude.
So I read a review online or like a statement saying like the Tetris movie is like that story your uncle tells you, but like he lies and you just kind of let it go a little bit.
Sure.
Like, and then I walked down the street and I punched him in the face. Like, okay, you didn't, but the story's interesting, right? And that's what it seems like. I was into another podcast and they were saying how like at one scene he reveals the Game Boy.
Okay.
He's like, "Here's the Game Boy," and he described it like RoboCop, like when it has all the wires stuck to his head still at the beginning, and that's how the Game Boy looks. It has all these like prototype ribbons and clips all over it. I'm like, that's a funny statement of it. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that maybe this weekend. I gotta convince my wife to watch it. The trailer looks terrible though.
I will wait until it's streamable somewhere and check it out.
Apple Plus.
Oh, it's on Apple Plus. I'm not subscribed at the moment. I should. I think Ted Lasso is Ted Lasso back out.
Yeah,
Maybe I should
that's why I had a
resubscribe.
free trial. I was like, oh sweet, 3 months free trial Ted Lasso. Oh, plus Tetris. Hell
And
yeah.
Tetris. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, the Super Mario movie's coming out. I had to stop watching anything with it because I feel like
I won't watch trailers.
I watched the first one and that was it.
It looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
That's a good,
And
cute
I'm like,
movie.
it looks great. And I made Hannah watch the original Mario movie over the weekend.
I know. I can.
I told my wife and Hannah, I'm like, look, this movie's bad. And I know it's bad. It's not like when I watched an 80s movie and I'm like, this movie's bad, but like good. Like, this movie's bad, but bad. I'm like, you guys are going to be bored. You're going to be angry at me. This is one of those movies you just have to watch. You just have to. It has to be one of those things. It's like, I don't know, what's a book that everyone reads?
Catcher in the Rye.
Like, there you go, Catcher in the Rye. Like, it's just one of those things you just have to have seen. And they hated it. Hannah was like, that's Yoshi? Well, where's his shell? I'm like, one of the many quick questions. She's like, that's a Goomba? Why is he so big?
Your question.
Another very good question.
Good question.
That's Big Bertha? Because I showed her, like, that's supposed to be the fish.
Yeah.
And she's like, so the guy comes out, he's playing a harmonica. Mario lost batteries. They're like, you're coming with me, Toad. And she looks at me and goes, that's Toad? I'm like, yep, that guy is Toad, a mushroom. And when he gets de-evolved, he becomes a Goomba. Not a Toad, not a mushroom. Goomba. And she's like, why is President Koopa's hair like that?
Well, you should have been. I mean, you had to know these questions were coming. You did subject.
Yeah, no, I'm proud
it.
of her because she's like, what is this? I'm like, this is what I asked when I watched the movie in the 90s. I said everything you said, except I did notice this time that the bazookas they use is a super scope, which I didn't know at the time.
That's cool.
Because I never had a super scope. Now I do. Yeah, so we watched that and it was awful. And then we waited to the end when she's like, Mario, you got to come with me. I'll believe anything, Luigi. And then she like, cocks the gun. And I'm like, and nothing happened. There's no sequel.
There is no sequel.
So
One of the worst
told her she has to
cliffhangers in my
watch
childhood.
We had to watch this because the new Mario movie, I'm so sure it's going to reference this movie. It has to. You have to get a Mario and Luigi Mario in there. That is the only thing that this
You
movie's
think
all
they're
right.
going to reference this turd? No way.
Of course they have to.
No
they
way.
reference the cartoon, the rap, the Mario rap. It's the Mario Brothers.
That's the show. That's beloved. Even
It's
though I
still
love the
crap.
movie.
No, I do too. But yeah, Mario, Luigi Mario is honestly the only smartest, technically.
There's no way,
All the things
dude.
to be correct.
I wish there was a way that we could wager. Like, I'd give you significant odds that they don't make that specific joke. No way. No way.
I will send you $3 Canadian, and they will make a Mario
They
movie.
better have holes in
Doesn't
it.
matter. One, it's a toonie and a loony. Let's relax, okay? Toonies have holes. It's like it has a. Anyways, they will make one Mario reference in the new Mario movie. In the movie, Mario, Luigi Mario is going to be that reference. I guarantee it.
No way. No way.
Because what Mario Brothers is correct. If your name is the Mario Brothers, it's taking your last.
They're
name.
not even going. They wouldn't even address that.
They will. They
No.
absolutely will. Yes, they will.
No
They're doing
way.
DK rap. The DK rap, Scott.
That they are.
So if they're doing that, if they're taking everything and just like throwing it against the wall, If only
If
Sonic
they
had that
somehow reference, if they fit any reference, I will be stunned. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I think it deserves it.
The van is almost similar to the movie van, so that technically counts. It does. There's a van in the movie. In both.
Yeah, you said that they look alike?
Well, one's yellow, one's white, but it says Mario Brothers on the side.
I mean, they're plumbers. Of course they have vans. I'm not counting that.
And the other thing that happened was I went to the dentist because my tooth was hurting for about a year.
Oh, that sucks.
Anytime I sneeze or cough, like my head would hurt. And I was lying in bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and my heartbeat just in my cheek. And I was like, I got this motherfucking check. So I went to the dentist and she's like, your wisdom tooth has a cavity. You have 2 choices. We can sit on it and fill it in.
Just yank it out.
I don't have any bond with it. When do you want to do it? She's like, we can do it right now. I was like, let's do it. So I was awake for the whole procedure. And she pulled my tooth. And a day later, I was completely fine. No swelling. I was eating like regular food.
I got my wisdom teeth out in college.
I had my other ones crushed out.
Yeah, mine were crushed out. It was and they put me on Vicodin for a week.
Yeah. Like before, I was gone for like a week. I was limping. This one, I was completely fine after.
Oh, wild.
And the last thing I did since we last recorded is I went to a video game show. I think I mentioned that I was going to a video game show, and now I went to a video game show. So I bought lots of $300 worth of gaming stuff.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
new jobs.
I bought Final Fantasy. Better. I bought Final Fantasy 8 and 9.
Okay.
Those are $20 each. Not too bad.
No.
I bought a Pac-Man like little kiosk like arcade thing about yay high, about the size of your palm.
Okay.
That was about $15. I bought Super Mario Advance 3 for Game Boy Advance. That was $20. I bought Hey Arnold Game Boy Advance. That was $5. Not bad. I bought Wario Land 3, which is the whole reason why I wanted to do this for Game Boy for $30. I know I overpaid, but it's hard to get that game. And then I went home. I remember I tried playing a game, and every time I turned the game off, it wouldn't save. So I'm like, what the hell? So I looked it up online, and they're like, it's supposed to save after every course. And it didn't. Then I found out I had a dead battery. And then I opened up the Game Boy cartridge, and I soldered in a new battery, and it's good as new.
I'm impressed.
Very proud of myself.
How did you get the cart open? Don't those normally have like one of those weird 5-bit security screws?
A video game set. When I was fixing my PS3.
Okay. Cool.
Well, it has all the screws and everything on there, so I was able to do that. And I bought a soldering tool to fix my 3DS, which I also fixed with the 3D slider. I'm amazing.
You are.
I got
yes, you are.
Super Mario 64 or Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64, obviously, along with an official Nintendo 64 controller, which is about $15. It has a nice loose thumbstick. Oh, and the biggest purchase of the night, I bought some other stuff, but who cares? The biggest purchase of the night was, in a hocus pocus, you're in focus, it's your lucky day. Smile, you're on Game Boy camera.
Oh my God.
I've been looking for the Game Boy camera for about 1 year. It's been a long journey.
Well, you really built that up.
So I started getting into my retro collecting journey. And I found one for $60. Probably overpaid for this thing. It is so cool that I haven't touched it since then. I went outside, took a couple of snapshots on it. I took a couple photos of the Game Boy with my phone. It looks awful on this thing because it's not backlit. But then I forgot I had a Game Boy Advance, and I was like, duh. Which has a backlit, so I'm going to do that from now on. Yeah, so the Game Boy camera is awesome, and I've wanted one, honestly, since I was a kid.
You should just figure out a way to make that your webcam, and we just...
This? Well, the image for this week's podcast is going to be us Game Boy camerized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be awful, because I have to take a photo of my...
You're going to be... You have no definition right now.
I know, I'm just going to be a pixelated... I'm just going to be green.
You're just going to be a blob.
But it's an amazing... It's amazing technology. Like, it really is for back in the day. Like, this is impressive.
Do you remember, like, on Reddit years ago, someone took a picture of the eclipse with a Game Boy camera?
I do not. How do you take an eclipse with a Game Boy camera? That's impossible. How do you zoom in?
Hold on.
Because like I could barely take a picture of my face, and my beard, it gets my face confused with my beard. It's like, well, I don't know what I'm looking at. Green. Everyone's a green pixel.
I'm like
yeah,
positive. Maybe it was just an artist rendition.
Yeah, you can't.
This guy shot the solar eclipse with a Game Boy camera from Petapixel.com in 2017. Kotaku. It was hard photographing the eclipse with a Game Boy in 2017. Someone did this.
No,
Kotaku. Come on, they're reputable-ish.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, for something like this.
It's very pretty. Like, I'm very impressed. You can only take 25 photos on it because I guess there's no hard drive on it. But my next goal is to buy the printer.
Oh, cool.
So
you know what's interesting
like
about that printer? It does that like thermal imaging, like receipts.
Yeah.
And so you don't need ink.
Yeah, that's like my daughter has one of those not Joy Cams, but it's like a printer that has, same idea. It prints out like a receipt thing.
Sure.
It's really cool.
Cool.
But yeah, it's Game Boy camera's awesome. The games suck on it. It's just fun to have. Like I can actually say I finally own a Game Boy camera. It's awesome. It's so bad.
Hell yeah.
Get it? It's so
bad. It's so bad.
So bad. Yeah. Anyways, that is all I got or had to say from my time off.
Hey, all wizard references are welcomed at all times. Well, do you want to take a look at new releases?
Yeah, let's take a look at some new releases.
Hey, you can click on another browser window and it not absolutely bring you to your knees.
I have 5 tabs open in Chrome right now, son.
This is
in Chrome. It is. I don't know how I put up with it for so long before. There was a game that came out that's not on. Oh, it's on the list. Never mind. All right, first thing we talk about is a game called Curse of the Sea Rats for PS5.
What's on? Did one of us play one of the games you were going to talk about?
No. Well, yes. I mean, sort of. Yeah, we can get to that one because I don't really care about any of the other games that came out. Unless there's something here that catches your eye.
There's a highly rated game called Citizen Sleeper that I've never heard of. From the developer of Other Waters, which I've never heard of. It's a narrative RPG, it says. Cool.
Theater Rhythm is coming out for PS4. 385 music tracks from the Final Fantasy series. Wow, that's a lot.
The game,
a lot of music.
The game Dredge has my attention. I heard on Jeff Gerstmann's show and on Nextlander podcast, I'm talking about Dredge. It's a fishing adventure with a sinister undercurrent. Sell your catch, upgrade your vessel, and dredge the depths of the long-buried relics. Or 4 long-buried relics. Sorry, I can't read. Explore the stories of the strange locals and discover why some things are best left forgotten.
Ooh, mysterious.
I don't know. How did that?
There's a Last of Us for PC, which has not been doing very well.
No. And it's speaking of Jeff Gerstmann, one of his good buddies is the CEO of Iron Galaxy, and unfortunately they're the ones... I'm a fan of Dave Lang whenever he was on the Giant Bombcast, and he's recently on the Jeff Gerstmann show. It sucks when there's someone that you like in the gaming industry and you just see him right through the coals. Because Iron Galaxy did the port for Last of Us.
Last of Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, I've seen like stretched out Ellie on a horse. Like she's like, it's pretty awful.
I've heard reviews about it crashing a whole bunch and just kind of being rough.
Right now it has a 58 on Metacritic. Oof. The big game that came out this week. God, so dumb. Resident Evil 4. Mercenaries. No, just Resident Evil 4. That came out, the remake.
It did. And to much acclaim.
I tried the demo. Pretty good.
I hear
you know what it's not better than?
What?
It's not better than the VR version.
Oh.
I can't.
Do you remember years ago when I said that they were going to do this?
Shut up.
And you weren't convinced of it? Here we are.
So recent. Never mind. Disney just announced that they're making the next live action movie. Guess what movie it is?
Lion King?
Oh, that would make sense. They already did live action Lion King. Think of a Disney movie. Come on.
Aladdin. No, they did that too.
Oh. Yeah.
Pinocchio.
You're thinking...
they did too. Snow White.
No, that would make sense.
Beauty and the Beast. I don't know. They did that.
They did that. You're looking in the right pocket. You're like classics, right? Moana. They're making a live action Moana.
Oh, okay.
That came out in 2016.
They've got Little Mermaid coming soon. That's live action.
Yeah, it looks good. But Resident Evil 4 remake, I always felt like you didn't need a remake.
People love it though, man.
It's Resident Evil 4. I played it. I liked it. But maybe it's because I played the hell out of this game a million times. A, you don't need a Resident Evil 4 remake. B, I played Resident Evil 4 multiple times. Maybe that's on me. But I liked the Wii version. That was my favorite version because it was all like pointing at the screen and shit. And then I bought the VR version, and that was like, and it gave me all motion sickness and shit. And I really liked the VR version of it a lot. I can't imagine going back to remake. I'll buy it when it's like 20. But I'm not like, I must have it. Like I need a Resident Evil 2 remake or Resident Evil 8. Like I needed to get those games. This one I'm like, you can sit down. I think me, Mr. Me, they should have done Resident Evil Code Veronica. Give it another year or two in between Resident Evil 4.
I was listening to Easy Allies, and their prediction is that's next.
You should have done it before. It'd be like a good buffer in between, like make Resident Evil 4 a little bit older.
What if it's
Resident Evil 0?
What if it's a buffer between 4 and 5?
Oh, 5?
Everyone loves 5. So I think they'll do 5. Doesn't 5 need it the most?
As 6. Oh, 6 was so bad.
Which one is I'm under the impression both were not as beloved.
6 was like the worst one.
6 is the worst. Okay.
Yeah, 5 was like 5 was like Gears of War.
That's all right. I like Gears of War. Oh, it played like Gears of War.
Yeah, Resident Evil wasn't that, right? Resident Evil 4 kind of ruined. Yeah, I said it. Resident Evil 4 ruined the franchise and brought it to a new direction, getting away from the horror aspect. It ruined the franchise. You hear me, people? Resident Evil 4 ruined the franchise. Just like Silent Hill Homecoming ruined that franchise. I actually liked Homecoming. It's not that bad a game. Actually, the only Silent Hill game I didn't really think that much was on Vita. Wasn't too bad. Origins is pretty good too. Anyways, yeah, so that came out. I'll probably get it when it's like $20. I mean, good for them. It looks pretty. But get it on VR. Oh my god, the VR version's so much nicer. Anytime you try to like get close to Ashley, your hands disappear. The game knows what you're trying to do. It does. It's funny that it does that. Any other character is like good connection. I'm like, oh, hands in front of the screen. And then with Ashley, I try to do it, and I'm like, hands are gone. You know what we're trying to do. Come on.
Okay.
There's a bikini mode. What are you guys doing? Actually, I don't know if that's true. I get sick when I play the game because it gets disgusted by me. It's like, look at you. Disgusting human. Trying to grab her. I'm not trying to grab her. I'm waving at her. My hands disappear. And she's like, stop staring at me. And I'm like, I can't respond because, yeah, we get the VR headset. It's awesome.
It's not in the show notes, but did you see, speaking of VR, that there was an article that came out that said like PlayStation VR 2 basically needs a price cut or it's going to be catastrophic for them?
Yeah. Well, they shot themselves in the foot with that. They're like, hey, you know that library of PSVR games you have? Not going to work for this one.
Not backwards compatibility. No backwards compatibility is a bummer. Like, I have a lot
That's
of
dumb.
PSVR. It honestly... I could see myself buying the PSVR if all that my stuff worked.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you're telling me PlayStation's not playing its own games again? Whoa!
Shocker.
PlayStation. Yeah, that sucks. But what doesn't suck is that you put this. I'm guessing you put this on the show notes.
Yes. Mega Man X got DLC, but it's in Minecraft, which is kind of neat.
I saw the video of the song. Well, I mean, it's Mega Man, but the thing about these games, like this DLC stuff, is that it looks really cool, but then you got to remember you got to build that to make all that work and look cool. Like it's not. It makes it look like you're playing Mega Man as Minecraft. You are after you build it.
Yes.
I don't want to do that.
No. But I admire the people that do this nonsense.
Yeah, it's like when you play Mario Maker and it's like an actual good level. You're like, pretty good. Well done.
Another game I've been playing a lot lately.
Mario Maker?
Yeah.
Oh, I just bought that for the 3DS too, and I'm like, oh, right. No online. Thanks. That was dumb. But
yeah, that was yeah. Sorry. Well, I've been playing Mario Maker too, not the Wii one.
Totally like.
But yeah, though, did you make any final purchases at the 3DS or Wii U eShop before it shut down this month or last month?
I bought all the Ace Attorney games because they were like on sale for like $2.
Oh, okay.
And I hate Ace Attorney.
Well, then why'd you buy them?
They were $2.
Okay.
I mean, I don't hate them. I'm just dumb. Because I gotta like look up online. I'm like, okay, I've tried 5 different things. I'm about to lose this whole round. Just what do I have to show them? Oh, you gotta show them. You gotta flip the card. I didn't know you could flip the freaking card. Objection! Oh, there we go. Now the story makes sense. I bought Ace Attorney and Monster Hunter for 3DS. Monster Hunter 4,
okay.
I think.
It did get me to bust the 3DS out.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit. I played Mario 3D Land on Mario Day as a nice little... I played some Mario today. So yeah, but a big story in the video game scene around this was... did you see the completionist, the YouTube guy?
I did watch that.
Bought every single... I didn't watch the video, but he bought every game.
I got so mad at every article was like, a Nintendo fan bought like all these games from the 3. I'm just saying fucking completionist.
I'm like, that motherfucker's famous in the video game realm.
Like, even I know him, I don't know anything about YouTube.
Sure.
I'm like, just say his name. Tag him in your stupid headline, something. Why you pretend like when you pretend like you're not saying his name on purpose, people are gonna call you out on it. Just say the name. Give him credit.
Yeah.
It makes no a Nintendo game fan bought all the game. Just say his name. Was it like Robert Paulson? Like,
say my name.
His name is whatever his name.
Gerard Khalil, I believe.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I watched the video of him going through it and seeing all the 3DS or Nintendo. What's the word I'm looking for? Like walls that Nintendo puts up. Like you only have $250 at a time. You can't have more than this many games on your 3DS. It's so stupid what Nintendo does. Just like closing the 3DS eShop is stupid. It's dumb.
I wish that there was more transparency about it. Like, I wish that they could be like, look, we flat out, here's how many sales we get a month. It's not worth it to keep it up. Instead of just doing it, like, and making us assume that.
I was waiting for a big Nintendo sale. Like, fuck it, here's Kirby, $5. Go nuts.
Sure.
Guess what? I'm going to have to pirate it now. I have so many 3DS games. But it's so dumb. Like, you didn't celebrate it. You didn't do anything. Capcom did. Like, Sega did. One of my biggest regrets is that I owned Metal Gear Solid 3DS Snake Eater back in the day when I worked at Best Buy, when I had Pair Nerds. And I hated this version of Metal Gear Solid. It was god-awful. So I traded it. I traded it for Spy Hunter or some shit. Then they took Metal Gear off online stores, and they said it'll be back one day. And now Metal Gear 3DS is available on eBay for about $600. It's hard to get. And I said, it's all good. It'll come back to the 3DS eShop one day, and I'll just buy it at $40. I don't care. And then the eShop closed. The game never came back. So I'm screwed. Like, I'm never going to get that game again. And I traded it for Spy Hunter.
That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I never thought Metal Gear 3DS would be a rare item. It is.
I had that experience. I saw a Metroid trilogy for the Wii at Walmart for really cheap and didn't buy it and thought, oh, it's cheap at Walmart. I'll just always be able to get this.
My buddy sold me a bunch of games, and that was one of them. He was going to sell it to me for 30. And I was like, not a big Metroid fan. God damn it. Hate everything. Just buy everything all the time. That's why I own a Game Boy camera. One day, this thing will be worth $70.
Yes, it'll appreciate and it'll be all worth it. You also have on here that Scott Pilgrim anime is coming.
Yes, I am so happy about this. I love Scott Pilgrim series because it's
coming to Netflix.
Yes,
nice.
So I always felt like the movie was great, but could have been better. I wish that they split it, like Scott Pilgrim Part 1 and then Part 2 or something like that, because it's 7 books in one movie, right?
Sure.
So they missed a lot of things and a lot of characters and and the ending was kind of meh. I always felt like they should have made a show about it. Now they are. An anime. With Anamanaguchi making a new music for the show.
Sweet.
With the same art style as the Scott Pilgrim comics. With the same cast from the Scott Pilgrim movie.
Oh, fantastic.
Right? And it's coming to Netflix. I'm like, you checked all the boxes. Like, Edgar Wright is also working on it.
Cool.
For the movie.
I clicked away just in case like audio started playing. Do they have a release date for it?
I don't think so. They just said that they were working on it.
Okay.
So that's awesome. I'm very, very happy with that because I love Scott Pilgrim. My daughter and I completed the game for the first time in 3 years. We were stuck on the last boss of the game forever because that last boss just keeps on, like, it's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, a level, and then phase 4. It's so hard, and we beat it. And she's like, "Is that it?" I'm like, "It's it." It took us 2 years, but we did it. I was very proud because it's a hard game too, right? Even on easy, it's hard.
Yeah, I remember it being tough. The guy that runs our trivia every other month, that MCs it, is a big Scott Pilgrim fan, so I'll be excited next time he's in the brewery to talk to him about this.
A lot of people don't know this, but on my Twitter, it says that I'm from Mysterious Land, Toronto, Canada.
Toronto. It's true.
Because that's how the comic opens up. It's somewhere in the mysterious land of Toronto, Canada. Or whatever it says.
Where the Blue Jays play.
Hey, you're wearing a hat. Yeah, so that's coming out. I'm very happy about that. The next thing was Sega was saying... Wait, which one?
The murder of Sonic joke that wasn't?
So Sega was on Twitter going, "Hey, we've been listening, and we're going to make a new Sonic game, and we're going to go in a different direction." And I was like, "The only direction you should go is 2D. Stop with the 3D, because every 3D Sonic game sucks." And it's true, it does. I was like, "Give me Sonic Mania 2. But instead, they're like, "We listened, so we killed him." So they came out with a game called The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. And everyone's like, "Lol, April Fools." It's an actual game on Steam.
Oh, it's available on Steam.
Yeah, it's a free game. It's like a Ace Attorney. I can never remember that style game.
Point and click adventure, graphic novel.
Oh, what's the novel type game? Like Ace Attorney.
A novel type game.
That's what it's called. There's a word for it.
Is there?
It's like a specific type of word for it.
It's not tip of the tongue for me.
It's like graphic novel. Ace Attorney game type. Okay, we're gonna fix this. It's called
a visual novel.
Visual novel. There we go. See, visual novel.
Try the article.
What's in this thing? I can't breathe and I can't talk. It looks like that, and I'm gonna try it out because it's free and it's Sonic and
you took a cherry cola. It's too tough for you to breathe.
Do you have cherry cola there in the stats?
Yeah. We don't have your ketchup chips, so it's fair for you to ask.
That's true. Speaking of
Do
dying,
you like the? Let me ask you. Do you like the ketchup chips?
I love ketchup chips.
I've heard they're
I
awesome.
have like 3 bags upstairs.
I've heard they're.
I'm not joking.
I've
Like,
never
you eat a lot of ketchup chips.
I've never had them. I heard they're great.
Yeah, it's like poutine. It's like I eat a
Poutine's
lot
killer.
of poutine.
Poutine's
Yeah,
killer.
it's amazing. I don't know what you guys have that we don't have. I'm sure there's something.
Freedom. Sorry.
Well, I mean, we have ketchup chips. You don't.
Fine.
But you
There's
guys
got to
have that
be
we don't.
something, right?
Like milk and eggs. I know, like you guys don't have that.
Have
It's such a
I?
weird
I've
concept.
never talked to you since I have been.
Out.
No, like converted. I am on board now with bagged milk.
Oh yeah.
Over the way we do it in
You can
cartons.
convert for that.
Huh?
I gotta know the story. How did this happen? You don't just walk into a grocery store and find
A good
bag of
video
milk.
on TikTok. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Oh,
just-
video on TikTok.
Just TikTok.
What do they say on this TikTok video? I hope it gets banned. I hope you guys ban that.
It is going to be banned. It's going to be sad. I'm going to miss it. They just showed like how easily it fucking works, and like I saw what you meant by the
Yeah,
picture
crust on
and
the
cut
end.
dude. It was tough to like visualize the bag staying taut and it not becoming like a soupy mess in there. I don't know.
And it's also fun to say, pass me my milk bags.
It is. What's up,
Floppy,
Zarek?
floppy.
We got Zarek in the chat.
Oh man, that's what he walks into? He's gonna
Yeah.
leave right away after that. Yeah, what's happening with this TikTok thing and what are you guys censoring speech for?
I don't know. That's what it feels like. It's unfortunate.
Oh, I
like
hate
TikTok.
TikTok, but
I
I
know
don't want
you
people
do.
to not use it. Like I have like a hate, like unreasonable amount of hate for TikTok.
I know you do.
Anytime
It
anyone
sucks.
shows me a
It's
video
so
for it, I wanna
awesome.
throw up.
It's
It's
so
like-
great.
Hey man, there's always like this green screen. They're pointing behind them. It's like all like fuzzy, and then you have like, here I am walking down the street, and this guy walked down.
Yeah, a
the
lot of
street
it's
hiding.
trash, but there's some absolute just excellent stuff there.
I get people sending me videos of like video games on TikTok. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this whole thing because I can't. And then it tells me to log in, and it's like someone. Did you know that in Duck Hunt you control the duck as a second? Yes, I know that.
I've been watching live streamers of Kaizo Mario runners on TikTok.
That's what YouTube's for.
I know, but
No.
it's like Twitch never caught on for me, the live streaming stuff. But for some reason on my phone on TikTok it works.
I hate TikTok, but I don't want it to be banned. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's fair.
it should be banned.
I hate
I want
cigarettes,
everyone to,
but I don't like them being banned.
Right. Speaking of Duck Hunt, I forgot to say I have a Super Scope that I've had since I was a kid. Someone in high school gave me a bunch of their games, and I bought the Super Scope game. Whatever it's called, Super Scope 5,
Super Scope
whatever.
6 or something, the game.
No, I finally took the Super Scope out of the box, put the 25 batteries that's needed. I pointed the Super Scope at my CRT TV, and I fired, and nothing happened. I was like, what the fuck? What am I missing? I'm missing the sensor. There's supposed to be a sensor that plugs to the front of the
There
SNES.
is. Like the Power
What
Glove.
the hell? Because Duck Hunt, you just shoot at the screen.
Correct. And Hogan's Alley
But-
and all that. The light
So
gun,
I
the
need-
light gun technology is entirely different for the Super Nintendo and the Zapper.
Yeah. And I looked up, I went to a vintage game store near my house, and it was $40 for the sensor. I'm like, I don't like Super Scope that much. I was so bummed out. I have the gun, I have the game, I have the TV. I don't have the yellow sensor. It's so stupid.
And all this time,
cool.
you got it in high school, and all this time you could have been looking for it.
Yeah. 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 Anyways, speaking of dead conversation, guess what's dead this year? Wait, look at that segue.
That is pretty good.
Like that, eh?
The Electronic Entertainment Expo.
That's right.
Do you
that's
think
what
that it's just this year, or is this forever?
Forever. Forever. Forever,
Forever.
ever? Forever? Yeah, it's gone. It's done. It's been dying for the last like couple of years.
It
COVID
has.
didn't help. One of my goals was to make it.
Oh, you know what I forgot
to
to do? We transitioned into the news.
Well, this is the last headline. Yeah, E3. I mean, after like Nintendo Direct, they kind of like said, "Hey, we don't need you anymore, E3. We don't need to hear you guys boo us." And then PlayStation started doing their PlayStation. What's it called? Lives.
What to Direct? No, that's Nintendo. Please. Yeah, maybe it is live.
I don't know. And yeah, it just makes sense. And people forget E3 is for like stockholders
And trade
That's it,
people like
yeah, like Best Buy and stuff like that.
yeah.
That's
a
what
trade
it's
show.
mostly for. They're like, we're sponsoring up with AT&T. But everyone else in the back's like, yes, quite. AT&T, we have one of those in our store. Yes.
It turned into a big press thing to a big preview event.
Yeah, but that's what the game show is now. Or not the game show, the video games. What the hell is that thing called? Video Game Awards? Like 14 trailers, and then it's like, here's who won best.
Yeah, the Game
action
Awards.
RPG.
Yeah, I think there is a Summer Games Fest thing that Jeff Keighley does.
You know what's wild? You guys have G4, which I don't know what G4 is.
Do we anymore? I thought that just like closed down again.
It came back and then but that, my point is like we don't have that. So I go on Twitter and I see people like bitching about G4 and what have you. So I'm like, oh, I wish we had like a G4 here.
Well, there's something that we have that you don't. Then we had G4, you didn't. You have.
Well, we had
Ketchup Chips,
Video and
we had
Arcade
G4.
Top 10. Video and Arcade Top 10. Did you have that?
No,
It's letter time. It's letter time.
we didn't have
No.
Degrassi either, or You Can't Do That on Television, or Bryan Adams, or the Bare Naked Ladies,
Bare Naked Ladies.
or Our Lady Peace, or Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, we have a lot of good ones. And Justin Bieber and Drake and Elton John. We'll take that one. I like
Fair
Elton
enough.
John. But yes, E3 is dead.
Rest in peace,
I mean-
E3.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt me. Oh,
No, but it was
Yes,
a
it had-
fun time of the year. Like, it was a neat, like, I don't know. It was an exciting time. It was fun to podcast about and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, and like what's gonna be there? I told you like we used to do like top tens every month, nerds, and E3 was fun because I would always do top 10 games I hope to be announced at E3, and I would just make games up. I would literally just make games up. Like remember Mario Kart, Mario Paint, like the Splatoon thing. That was just like a top 10 E3 games I want announced. I was just able to just do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'd be like Twisted Metal, like bronze or something like that. If we actually were good journalists, which we are not, it says on IGN update: the ESA has shared an official statement with IGN confirming E3 2022's cancellation and announcing that E3 will return and in 2023 with a reinvigorated showcase.
That doesn't make any sense. It's 2023 now. Right? Am I crazy here? Did I drink too much soda?
Oh, this is an old link. What year are we in? Why is everything I typed in E3 canceled on Google and everything here is saying what? What year is it? Okay, let me try 2023.
At least link a current article.
Okay. All right. Okay. It is canceled. E3's return for this year was announced last June, which is the article I just read, alongside the confirmation that E3 2022 had been canceled. The news comes as multiple big names, yada, yada, yada. They are canceled. No surprise events. This was a difficult... Following IGN's report, ESA issued the following public statement from Kyle something, VP of Gaming. This was a difficult decision because of all the effort we and our partners put toward making this event happen. But we had to do what's right for the industry and what's right for E3. We appreciate and understand that interested companies wouldn't have playable demos ready, and that resourcing challenges made being at E3 this summer an obstacle that wouldn't overcome. For those who did commit to E3 2023, we're sorry. We can't put on the showcase you deserve and that you come to expect for Reed Pop's event experience. So now it makes sense. Let me update
It's all caught up.
link. Okay, that makes more sense. Everything on Google was like, E3 2022 is canceled, but 2023 is going to come back. I'm like, I don't understand. It's been a while since we podcasted. It's been a while.
That's okay. Both microphones are working tonight, so that's progress. I wanted to bring back a staple that Dustin used to have on the show, the YouTube channel of the week.
I'm not allowed to say that. When your dad comes in and says the same joke that like a stepdad comes in and says the same joke your dad makes, you're like, don't do that. You're not him.
We did it together. It was only...
No, you could say it. I'm saying I can't say it.
Oh, you can say it.
I can. No, it's Dustin saying. Come on.
It's in honor of Dustin. Anyways, speaking of TikTok and live stream gaming, there's this guy I've been watching do Mario streams in the afternoons. Ryu Ryu, and Car Kahr. He's got 2 YouTube channels, a general gaming one. He's got what he considers the best YouTube URL in YouTube. It's just youtube.com/Ryu, which I think, or Ryu, which is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
But he has a Mario channel called Ryu Car. On TikTok, he does these Mario challenges. He speedruns Mario. So he started with doing the first 6 Marios in 60 minutes. And then he moved on to getting Mario N64 70-star runs in under an hour. And now he's trying to get in the top 50 of Mario 3. So they're just fun streams to watch. I don't know. There's something about it that's really entertaining. So
I think you mentioned him last time. That's what I was saying. I could beat Super Mario 3 in like 10 minutes.
I think it does sound familiar that I brought him up. You
didn't link him as a YouTube something.
Yeah, I think I just mentioned him, but I'm still watching. So here it is. So
that's awesome.
Seems like a nice guy. So yeah, that's it, man. What you been playing?
Okie dokie, Smokey. I finished the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core for the Switch.
Nice.
Very good game. Very good game. I have this problem where I play a game years ago, and then I play it again, and I'm like, wow, this game is brand new. Because I had this game on the PSP, and I played it on the PSP, and I don't remember anything about this game on the PSP. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Really sad ending. Very nice. It kind of put me on a Final Fantasy kick.
Okay.
But I started playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and instead I went to Kingdom Hearts, but I'll talk about that in a second. I beat a game called Virtual Reality for the Oculus Quest. It was one of my first games I bought on the Oculus, and I got motion sickness, so I gave it a break. And I beat it.
Nice.
And it was fun. It was kind of like Portal. You know when like Wheatley takes over and starts like... It kind of does that. Like you're in this virtual reality world, and the guy's kind of like Portal, like Wheatley. He talks to you over and over and like makes jokes about it.
Mm-hmm.
And in the virtual reality world, you put on other virtual reality worlds.
Oh, weird.
So then, yeah. So if you want to back out, you actually have to pretend like you're taking it off, and you gotta take like 10 of them off to go back to like the main place. It's interesting. I really enjoyed it. I finished that. I finished Onion Assault. I saw you also play this game.
I did play it.
What did you think of it?
My review is it's no Gunman Clive.
It is very frustrating.
It is very frustrating. The fact you saw credits was impressive.
I had to, and I was like, I like the characters. I like the way they looked. I like the woman has like an apron. That's who I played with the whole time. I just didn't find it that... Like, Gunman Clive's a blast.
There's something missing about this one.
Yeah, like, I get it. You're inspired by Mario 2. Like, that's obvious with the way you're throwing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the physics was off. Like, the jumping mechanics. Like, I died over stupid things multiple times To the point I didn't even care about like the coins or whatever the safety, like the secret stuff that you have to collect. I'm like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sliding everywhere. It was short though. It was about like an hour and a half, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
I felt that way. It was like 5 levels or 5 worlds. I mean, you know, I like the guy who makes it. I talked to him on Twitter. He was talking about how Gunman Clive like completely like upped when the 3DS is shutting down. He's like, my sales are like the best ever ever since the 6 been on 3DS. But you know, I mean, give it a shot. It was what, $10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, $10 for like 2 hours or what have you.
I felt good about supporting the creator.
Yeah, that's basically why I did it. I was like, oh, he released another game. Fuck yeah, I'll buy it. I don't even care what it's about. It's the greatest though. Binding of Isaac. I completed 2 save files at 100%. I am currently working on the 3rd one. Oh, I forgot to say. Sorry, there's another game here. I bought a game named Omori.
Okay.
And I bought it. I played it on Game Pass, and it's like this weird anime. It's kind of like Undertale and like Mother Earthbound kind of style.
Okay.
It's like that pixelated look, and it's like very sad and depressing, but weird. I don't know what it's about so far, but I played it on Game Pass, and my daughter's watching me play, and the kid looks in the mirror at 1 second, and then like because it's pixelated, so when you do like a close up, it'll show like a nice anime drawing of whatever you're looking at. And then when I looked in the mirror again, there was this like warped, contorted ghost face, like stretched over, like one of those. And my daughter was like, "Ah, I wish I didn't see that." I'm like, "I wish you didn't see that either, because I didn't know that was gonna happen." It's just a picture; it's not like a jump scare, right?
Sure.
Oh, so she's like terrified of even looking at the game because it freaked me out too. But then my Game Pass expired, and I'm like, I really, really like that game, so I bought it on the Switch. I couldn't find it anywhere that I actually ordered it from the developer website. That's pretty funny. But in between Binding of Isaac, this is what I'm playing for the Switch. Like, this is my main game. Because I also bought Metro Prime, but I haven't opened the case yet. I pre-ordered it, or I ordered it because it was out of stock, and then it just showed up one day. I'm like, oh, I forgot. But yeah, so I'm playing Omori, and I'm also playing Binding of Isaac on the 3rd save file.
Nice.
I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3 because my wife gave me PlayStation money for Christmas.
Okay.
Sorry, Santa did. And it was $25. So I saw that Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, the DLC, was on sale again. I was like, $20 for like an extra 7 hours. Why not? Let me play this. But I'm like, shit, I should play the game over again because it's been whenever the game first came out was when the last time I played Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm playing it again now, and I beat it. And I love Kingdom Hearts 3. I thought I hated it. I mean, it's dumb, but it's dumb, young, and full of, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a fun game. It's one of the prettiest games I've seen out there next to like Spider-Man. It's so beautiful. It's easy as hell. So what I'm trying to do now is because I was looking at what the DLC was. The DLC is like 7 hours with Final Fantasy characters and like secret bosses that you gotta fight. I'm guessing one of them is Sephiroth. And in order to beat them, you need to be strong. So I am currently working on the ultimate weapon for Kingdom Hearts, which I hate doing in any game. But I'm like, I'm enjoying it. I like going through all the challenges and doing everything. So I haven't even played the DLC yet. I just completed the original game.
Okay.
And the last game I played was a game called Trover Saves the Universe on the Oculus Quest. This was on sale, and this is the same guy who makes Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland.
Okay.
So it's basically one of his, like, it's basically Rick and Morty. It is. It's like High on Life, same kind of humor and style. And I know he's been sort of canceled, which sucks. Even though
didn't he get uncanceled though? Didn't he get like? Didn't an article come out
like saying that everything that said about him was bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he already got like Adult Swim.
I know he got fired and whatnot, but like maybe they'll.
That's the problem with Twitter. It's like it goes right away to the jugular. It's like, yeah, he's a creep, but like he didn't do anything. Anyway, so Trover Saves the Universe. You play as a guy in a chair, and you control this purple guy. And the point of the game is that your 2 dogs were stolen by this giant. I don't know. They always have weird names, and you're trying to save your dogs. But you're a guy in a chair called a chairmorphian, and you don't move. you control Trover. So it's kind of like Moss. Have you played Moss?
Mm-mm.
Where you like look down at the mouse, you control him, but you feel like you're watching him.
Okay.
That's what this game is. So you're not like you're first person, but you don't move, so there's no motion sickness involved. So you can move the chair up high to like look around, but you're controlling the character like you do in any other game. And being a Rick and Morty kind of game, like everyone sounds like Rick and Morty. I like doing this. I did it in Portal as well, where you watch the characters to see how much they speak. You ever do that in Portal just to see how much Wheatley and GLaDOS speaks until they to see if they repeat? No? Oh, I love doing that. Like if you go like, what are you buying? Care to buy something? Here's something for sale. What are you buying? Care like, and then you can see you're like, oh, that's where it repeats, right?
Sure.
In Portal, if you keep watching, like Wheatley's like, turn around so I can break this window. Come on, turn around. Come on, stop staring at me. Look behind. Don't look at me. Look there. Like, it keeps going. I do that in this game. So he'll be like, okay, man, we got to go. And you got to go walk through that door, okay? All you got to do is walk me through the door. Okay, you're just staring at me. Walk through the door. Tell you what, I'm a wall. You're a door. You walk through it. Okay, you're still looking at me. Do this. Walk through the door. Like, it keeps going and going until when it reaches the end, it's like, okay, you're not going to move? How about we just sing? Me.
Zarek says he does that too. He couldn't believe how many extra lines were in High on Life. He also says
so it's exactly the same thing.
He also says you never get uncanceled.
It's true, you don't.
Guilty.
It sucks because I love Rick and Morty.
You're just guilty. I like Rick and Morty too. It's a good show.
But yeah, so that's the game. Like, he is Morty the whole time. Like, there's this one part in the game that I actually laughed really hard, where you're in this voodoo. Like, it's stupid. The game knows it's stupid, right? And the witch lady's like, you got to go to this village and kill everyone there and take their blood and put it in the vault. And he's like, oh, geez, I don't want to do that, but I guess we will. And you go to the village, and it's all these happy-looking, like, little alien things. They're all smiling. So you go around, you kill them all. He's like, oh, geez, I can't believe we just killed all these people. And you go back to the witch lady, and she's like, oh, you did it. Great. Thanks for the blood vault. Did you notice, like, how evil everyone was? And he's like, oh, actually, no, everyone there was very nice, and the sky was blue, and there were rainbows. She's like, oh, I sent you to the wrong coordinates. He's like, oh, my God. We killed innocent. Oh, wait, we just murdered a whole... Oh, we're murderers. We just murdered a whole innocent village. I'm like, that was good. Like, he caught me off guard. But yeah, it's a funny game. It's about 5 hours long. I'm almost at the end. And I've been playing a lot of Oculus games for some reason.
Very
but yeah,
cool.
So those are the games I've been playing.
Nice. I don't remember if I played this last time, Hi-Fi Rush.
You did, yes.
So I think I had said that I hit a point and was going to quit playing. I ended up pushing through and saw the credits, which was kind of nice.
That's on Game Pass too, right? It's like a rhythm game?
Yeah, rhythm meets like hack and slash.
Okay.
If you have Game Pass, I highly recommend it. It was pretty fun.
I actually have my brother's Game Pass now.
It was fun. It was a good B tier, or not quite a AAA game. You know those games that used to come out that were just solid 7 or 8 games?
Yeah, the games I like.
Yeah. It was good. Keep playing Rocket League. Not a lot to say there. Just I must have been blacked out one night and just didn't remember turning off the chat on all platforms, but it's been wonderful. I wanted to mention that my soundbar died, which was kind of an ordeal. Are you a soundbar guy?
Yeah, I have a soundbar. It sucks, but I have one.
But it's better than the TV speakers.
Yeah.
So you got to replace it immediately. So Best Buy had on display a model that they didn't carry in stock ever. Like, you had to buy it online. And I was in a position where I didn't want to wait. I was impatient. So the soundbar that I replaced it with, it's nice, but the one I really wanted, I should have just waited for it. It was nice. I thought my Wii U was bricked. Have you heard this news
I heard that
story?
rumor. That it's, yeah.
So, like, I guess
The TikTok thing, false information, they should ban it.
It was a TikTok thing.
Oh, yeah, score one for me.
Oh,
my head hurts.
My apparently Wii U's that I've sat unused or unturned on for a while slowly become bricked. I forget why. If it was like a battery leak thing or I don't know. But I turned my Wii. It made me go turn my Wii U on just to be sure, and it still works. So I'm all good there.
Wow. Look at you following the internet.
Yeah,
Embarrassing.
Well, you know.
You know what that is? Do you know what that is? You're old. You know why?
Why?
That is this modern day's version of is your refrigerator running. You got prank called.
You
That's
think
what
so?
that was. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, hey, if you don't turn your Wii U on for a long time, it's not gonna work. I gotta go check.
Hey, it made me check, and I checked, so I fell for it.
How embarrassing! How do you sleep at night? Disgusting.
A lot of medication. Diablo 4 beta was out. It was open last weekend. I played it. It was fun.
It's a game I wish I got into. It seems like my kind of game.
I got to a point where I couldn't get any further, though, and I was playing the Druid class, and apparently the Druid was kind of underpowered, so that made me feel a little bit better that I couldn't get past a certain part. It's Diablo. It was fun to play, but not enough for me to pre-order it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold out.
4 already came out.
What came out?
4. Didn't that come out already?
No, there was one called Immortal that came out that was for phones.
Okay.
But no, 4's not out yet. Comes out in June sometime. I mentioned earlier the show 23, the baseball game is too complicated for me.
If you ever want to like Chinese torture trap me, put MLB The Show in front of me and tie me up. I'll tell you anything. Just make me stop playing this horrible, horrible game.
It was really impressive. Like it looked incredible. But
like
I just couldn't play it.
Isn't it just like is it like a baseball game or is it like home run derby?
No, it's a baseball. It's like you said, it's a simulator. It's a baseball sim game.
Oh god.
So
baseballs are ready.
Like when you're batting, you try to pick where in the strike box the pitch is going to end up, and time your swing perfectly. I don't know.
Hours of fun.
It's too much for me.
Can you manage the team too?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but it's not in like a football manager simulator style. I don't. Well, maybe there's a mode that you can do that. I don't know. It's a waste if it's there. You sent me a link to a video game called Kanuki Justice, and it's fine.
Good.
I bought it. It's okay. It plays like Kid Nicky. It was really cheap. So, I enjoyed it. But I listen.
Shrug.
I've been playing Mario Maker 2. It's really shitty. It's uncurated. I like doing the endless challenge, but just because Ryukar's got me in the mood to play some Mario. Mario Kart.
That sucks. Mario Maker, the first one, like really captured me.
Yeah,
I was really
2 did not do that.
No, I played it and I don't even think I created any levels. The first one I like made a level every month.
Yeah. No,
and all the Miis that you unlock, like Sonic and Mario, like that was awesome.
Yeah.
You don't have any of that in Mario 2.
No. I played Mario Kart 8. Some of those new levels came out. Kevin, you're right. I'm in year 2 of the online subscription, and all the levels are not out yet. And
yep.
I will.
They're getting new characters now, right?
And there's one new character so far. I'll just end up buying the expansion pack just outright, so I have it, so I don't have to stay subscribed.
I'm actually going back to Mario Kart because Mario Kart I played on the Wii U, right? So I did everything. So it's hard for me, like, I don't know.
It's so good on the Switch. It's better on the Switch.
It is, but I already did all that, right? So, but I'm playing now with my daughter. She likes Mario Kart now. So I'm like, hey, let's do 200cc. She's like, oh, that's too fast. I'm like, I don't know, but you're happy. I can at least try to get the 3 stars. Then I'll get the DLC.
There you go.
There's a lot of deals.
There's a lot, and the courses are excellent, of course.
If only they did it all at once instead of freaking dripping 2 years.
2 years, it sucks. But it's fun.
Well,
I like the DLC cards or courses.
Sorry, they also announced we didn't put in the news, but they also have Game Boy now on the Nintendo service.
Yeah, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance.
Which sucks. I I'm a little bit on a Game Boy frenzy right now, and I wanted the Super Game Boy so I can play these games on the TV. But now Nintendo Service has Kirby Dream Land 2, and I'm like, I just literally bought that fucking game, and I don't want to pay online service. Like, let me just buy the game. Give me the option to buy.
You just got to give that up. It's never gonna happen.
I'll buy Mario 3 again. Really, I will.
They don't care.
Like, they have the Game Boy Advance version of Mario 3 that has all the e-card stuff, and it's
pay them every year, and you can get Mario 3 again.
But it has the e-card thingies, the extra levels, and it's $60 a year instead of $20. I don't want to pay for it. So I hate. Oh, God, I hate it so much.
Sorry. And
PlayStation's doing the same thing with their stupid PlayStation Plus Premiere, whatever the hell it's called. 3 tiers? What is this? What are we doing?
That is annoying.
Why are we allowed? Like, at least buy the games if you don't have Game Pass.
You can still buy all the games in the services of PlayStation.
No, because they have PS3 games. You can't play those.
Oh, you can't play them. You can stream them.
I know, but I want to buy Splatterhouse. Why won't they let me play PS3 games on PS4?
Wait till you get a PS5.
You can't play anything, right?
Nothing. There's no software for it. I did buy the DLC, the Castlevania DLC for Dead Cells on Switch.
How's that?
It's excellent, but it's a pain in the ass to get to, so I don't like it.
What do you mean it's a pain in the ass to get to?
Like, so it's a roguelike, right?
Yeah.
So you have to find the DLC stairway.
Oh, so that's what Castlevania does.
What?
Like, I have Castlevania Dracula
Castlevania,
X,
you push start and you're playing Castlevania. You don't go to another game.
Let me tell the story. We're good? Okay. So I have Castlevania Dracula X for PSP, I think.
Okay.
And I bought that version because it came with Symphony of the Night.
Okay.
Another Castlevania game. But to unlock those games, you have to go in these weird-ass stairwells.
Okay.
So that's what this game is doing. In order to unlock the DLC, you have to go down the stupid stairwell.
You do have to go
Just
down.
Just like in that game, you have to go down the stupid stairwell to get the Symphony of the Night. Are you reading Xeric's comments? You're not listening to me. It's like my wife when she's on her phone.
No, I'm listening. I am distracted. I'm trying to bring up comments because I know we're about to get to that.
What she does when she's like, uh-huh. I'm like, I just said someone died. Uh-huh. This is terrible. No, I'm used to being ignored. Don't worry. It's all good.
Look, I'm trying to produce a show at the same time. Yep, I think there was a PSP Castlevania game that had something like that, Eric says.
Yes, Zeric's been on my side all night. He's listening.
He is.
You notice he's not distracted? I'm like, somebody.
Coming from Slack.
No. You're literally the only person I'm talking to. It's like there's 4 of you and one of them's not listening. I understand that.
I can't multitask. Like, that's what I'm asking for some grace on.
All right, fine. At least pretend like you're listening. You're saying, mm-hmm, after I've stopped talking for 5 minutes.
I apologize.
Anyways, Castlevania.
Too much
so you got to the DLC? Or no, mine's empty. You got to the DLC?
Yes, and it's fun when you get there.
I heard like Dracula's like, your head's weird because it's like a fiery head.
I think it maybe.
See, Dead Cells is another game I want to play, but I'm trying to fucking finish Binding of Isaac. I can't do 2 roguelikes. Same thing with Hades.
Sure.
I'll go back to it one day, but Binding of Isaac has to be 100% completed before I do anything else. Except Omori. Omori's good. Check it out.
All right. That's what we've been playing. Mm-hmm. Time for listener feedback. So we had some comments from Demez last episode. Or am I forgetting, Kevin?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You're forgetting something? I was just singing. It's letter time. It's letter time. Hey.
We don't have a theme song for letters, do we?
We do. It's letter time. It's letter time. Hey.
Zarek confirmed that the eyebrow dance was on point, he says.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, now it's Dumbass Comment Podcast featuring Kevin and Scott.
Nice.
Played Jazz Guys to settle me in. Play Jazz Guys to settle something for me. What exactly is the announcer saying in Blades of Steel when
Pass
you
the
play
puck.
the puck?
Pass the puck. Pass the puck. Pass the puck.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Since the last
Baseball.
podcast, I became
Wait, I got one more.
Okay.
Fight. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Dumbass says, since the last podcast, I became a bit of a Souls-like expert. I played and beat Elden Ring and Demon Souls Remake and Bloodborne all in the same podcast last year. Never aired. It feels good before, and now these days I'm playing Dark Souls Remastered. So, he's a...
Those are games.
Elden Ring, I fell off of pretty hard. I just couldn't beat the first boss. It sucked. I suck at that game. It's too frustrating for me. I've got a buddy that says he's willing to help me, so if I ever get the spirit in me, maybe I'll bug him to help.
I like Bloodborne. I got stuck at a boss and never went back.
I just don't like those games. I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
Or patient enough to level up to the point where it doesn't matter how good you are. I paid over $100 in tax in 1990 or in the 90s for Phantasy Star 3 on Genesis and did not regret it. $90 Canadian Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will be worth it, according to Dumbass.
Zelda 2?
Yeah. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The new Switch one.
Oh, I thought it was about the NES one.
No,
I have like 3 of those. They're going to be worth something? Yay.
Death Stranding, Kevin, hell yeah. I actually rebuilt 100% of all roads, completed a loop around the world, 102 hours. Did you ever achieve this?
Fuck no. I couldn't wait to get out of that world.
Scott advice, please play, or not please, play Death Stranding for about 4 hours. If you hate it, then quit because that's the game. But if you like it enough and you want to proceed to unravel the insane story, then keep at it. You actually level up. Do not stumble and fall skill. He played Rocket League for about 10 minutes and hated it with a burning passion.
That's fair.
That should be my follower coming for the episode, but I bought a physical Cuphead, yes, and finally came up with physical. If I didn't know it included DLC, by the way, until now. Oh, nice.
Nice.
I don't understand the last sentence about DLC. Neon, I mean, if she wants to go so confused with Verizon just a few months, go include all the DLC on the cartridge. It just sounds like some auto-correcting in there.
Yeah, probably.
Someone named Drew
Those voices speak, right?
said promo SM. I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Comment last episode. So that's it for the feedback and everything. Damez, great to hear from you again. Glad you're doing well. Zarek, thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah, boy. Thanks for agreeing with me. I could use more people agreeing with me.
I agree with you. I agreed with you all night.
Checks in the bill.
I want to thank everyone for listening to the podcast this week. I used to have a lot of this stuff written out, and it's gone. Oh, there it is. Our RSS feed is available at our website, ClassicElite.com, Classic L337. I want to thank Ben Landis and Cubby for the use of their music for intro and outro music. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Play. If Stitcher's still a thing, we're there. We're on Spotify. Wherever you get your Podcast Addict, we're there, I think, now. Our social media is Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We have Amazon affiliate links. All of that is Classic L337. That'll get you to where you need to go if you'd like to support us. So, everyone, I'd like to thank you very much for listening to episode 354 of the Classic Elite Podcast. And we'll see you next time for episode 355.
Bye.
Bye. I was waiting for you.